dick, acting like they know me, cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. Joseph now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Go! Black 20! Hey, kill! General West!
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Out of the gun. Goff. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. On first down, it's Gurley. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a second and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2.
You better be afraid of me. Check. DC.
check. 58, come on. 58, come on. Bandit. 58 to Mike, 58.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a third and long.
Hey, Orbit.
Switch up.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Bring it. SOS.
From the gun, here's Goff. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Now Callaway on the return. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Browns will take over, first and 10.
At their own 29-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, first and 10, just shy of the 30.
I'm coming after you.
Play fake. Mayfield. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. picked off by John Johnson. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. He was looking for Landry that time. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
120. 58, come on. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Shell.
After the interception, here's Gall. Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the 4.
A little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, there, not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one. A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Point it right. Slow. No. Shift. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Let's get it. 180. Mike is 59. Better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Run. Switch. I got it.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. $12 yards on the return that time, and the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
At their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch a slant. Tiger. Maverick. All right, here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Goal. And that one's complete to Gurley. That one a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Rams. That's the end of the first quarter.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Mike 53. Ricky. Check 52. 2 for 1. Pilot 64.
A shotgun snap for Goff. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Man, that's trash.
To throw is Goff. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Sliding, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now Goff. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Goff. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Olivier Vernon picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Returnable here for Callaway. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 27-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Check 25.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd.
Alert, 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 alert. Hey, switch gears. Hey, Haywood.
A run for Nick Chubb, and he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And that's caught inside the 35. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play that time for Cleveland. 45 yards.
Point it right.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, kind of like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Mayfield looks to throw. They set up the screen to Chubb. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
58 to Mike, 58.
Goff now looks to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got room. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
58, right over there. Hey, echo. Mike, 58, right there. It's been a long day for you. At 58 is a Mike. Go 58.
On 1st and 10, Goff. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Throwing again is Goff. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Zerline's kick is up and through. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Now they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Check 37, check 37. Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno. I got you.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. He's still having trouble moving the ball on the ground.
Yeah, so much for halftime adjustments. Sometimes the best adjustment you make is no adjustment. You just do things better. But in this case, I think an adjustment was in order. They may have to change up and start throwing the ball around a little bit more.
On second and 11 now. Mayfield caught left side. It's Beckham. 15 yards on the play. First down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Let's go, let's go. Alert, 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 alert. Check 24, check 24. Hey, alert 33. Joker, 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 joker. Shoot, shoot, shoot. I got you.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 more there and another first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Now, rather than risk anything, Mayfield here, he's going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
180. This is 59. Mike to 59. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot. 36. 36. Whip, whip. Whip, whip. Watch the whip. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. We got double up. Double up. I got you.
From the gun, Mayfield. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. There defensively was John Johnson to knock it free.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Real. Any down. Switch. Safe. 6 guard. Check 6 guard. What? King.
Now Chubb, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? You know, because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And that's complete to Cooks. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
180. Mike, number 53. Value 3.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game.
We go, Todd. Right way. Let's go, one more. Hey, Shell. Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58.
From the 50, it's gone. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Woods. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
A gain of 11 brings up 3rd and inches.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third.
At 61, matchbox White.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. First down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Gurley again here on first down. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. 25 yards. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, That is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. Mayfield now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Throwing. Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the 4th quarter. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. Now, the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
A good pickup there, a 22. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you've got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Goff now to throw. And it's caught for a Rams touchdown by Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks there to make the grab. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mike, check.
Mayfield down. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Browns, 1st down.
Mayfield now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Mike 5'9". I'm going to run you over.
A toss play to Chubb. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. They go play action. Mayfield. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Chubb. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Mayfield. His throw incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver, and it's third down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Mayfield to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Able to get there and pick it. Trying to get it to Landry there.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Tackle made by Demarius Randall.
6-6, pull it high.
Another carry now for Gurley. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. He's at the 50, 30, and he takes it all the way down to the 22. A big run there by Gurley, 72 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Robert Woods there to make the grab. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Escaping the pressure right. Able to locate his running back, open downfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. To throw, Mayfield. And he's got his man on the comebacker. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Mayfield under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Clay Matthews adding another sack to his impressive NFL resume. Here's Mayfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play.
2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D. Big series right here.
Throwing now, Goff. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
180. Cooper. Here we go. What's that? Hey, exit. 58. Mike.
Now Goff on first down. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. At 58 is the mic. But 58 is the mic. He can't hang.
From the red zone now, Goff. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's 2nd down and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, Goff. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the line? And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Clay Matthews able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what